Hello, welcome to today's collective video. My name's Leah. I am a tarot and oracle reader. I read for the Great Divine. I work with God. I work with Goddess Aphrodite, Goddess Isis, so on and so forth. I love to spread message of light, illumination, enlightenment on subjects that are a bit harder to understand why it's happening and why it keeps popping up in your life, how to work with what you have in order to make something else be better from it. I myself use my own personal life experiences to base this off of, but also what I am hearing from the Great Divine. So there might be some different areas where I can add my own personal experience to amplify the message and maybe give you a broader description of like, this is something that I've experienced similar in life. Yeah, so welcome. I wanted to first, before I go to tarot, here it is. I'm gonna ring a bell. Okay. Okay. We're gonna start with believe in your own magic. When I just started shuffling, my eyes did pop to, I don't know if you see, but right there, there's a Christmas tree lights once they're plugged in. But there is something about how you already have, for the collective, a way of setting up, or excuse me, you've already set up something previously where now it's kind of like you just need to plug in, if you will. So what I just heard is plug into the matrix, allow yourself to do whatever you need to recharge in a way where you can take on the insanity that it is going out and about in just experiencing life with other human beings. Oh my gosh, okay. The cards are like blah, blah, blah. So there is a lot of energy within that. We have Tower, unplug, and relax for a spell. 1 second. Okay, so this is the only card that was face down. I'm gonna take it. I love to just kind of take these random, like, whoa, excuse me, and saying what exactly is like the difference in this random moment. Like what stands out. We also have forgive, red. So we have Tower and we have red. Unplug and relax for a spell and forgive. What I'm really getting is right now when I'm making this video, it is the beginning of the new year and you have gone through a lot of self-realizations, a lot of things that you needed to release, and now you have the space to just relax and let what needs to come in. Something about, my attention keeps going to the forgiveness card. There's something about allowing yourself to just come to terms with what has happened in the past year. I'm getting specifically year, but also take it as you will. So insert what you need to, but there's something about, and I am getting that, we have 3 and 10 for the cards, and together it's 13. There's something about 13, Friday the 13th. Oh, it makes me think of the movie with Lindsay Lohan and the mother. I forget the actress. but they switched bodies, like their soul switched bodies. And so it's kind of like they weren't able to experience life as their own selves because their souls were in different bodies. So what I'm getting, and I know that sounds so like abstract, but what I am getting is that you are starting to embody your true authentic self once, like near the end of the movie, when they switch back as mother-daughter, you know, in their own bodies. It sounds really interesting. It's a good movie if you do watch it, but there is something about how it has felt a bit different this last year, this last couple of years, and now you're like at a point where you're like, okay, I am starting to right now feel a lot more embodied in my own self again. So there is something to do with the more that you forgive, the more that you kind of accept what is as is and just sit with it, the more that you're able to get back to embodying your true authentic self. We have first chakra, I can say this word, Archangel Michael, and fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. Oh, interesting. Okay, so the root chakra, and then, okay, it goes root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, heart chakra. So heart chakra. Okay. So that is the energies right now of the reading. Definitely allowing yourself to sit with who your authentic self is. I'm getting when it comes to matters of the heart, when it comes to what really gives you the sense of, okay, the saying that comes through my mind is kind of like allowing yourself to be vulnerable in ways where you can, and it's like you can unplug. Like you don't need to be so on alert. So in areas like, for instance, taking a bath or a shower, and allowing yourself to kind of like, because right now what I'm doing, I don't think you can hear it, but I'm stretching and my back is cracking, but it's more so it's like a statue moving after so long of being like frozen in statue form, if you will. So I'm getting that there's a lot of you really like in very, very rigid areas are starting to be more flexible. I need to write this down. An area of rigidity, you are okay, excuse me. I don't mean to interrupt the video. I just have these really amazing, like, oh, that's a great title for the video, and I kind of just need to write it down before I lose it. Anyway, excuse me. So, let me just refocus. Okay. So there is something about right now for yourself with the collective where we're going through this kind of like epiphany moment. I think today actually is the day of Epiphany when I'm filming this. January 6th, 2024. It's so strange writing 2024 on paper, but anyway. So there is something about how you're starting to understand in what areas of your beliefs specifically you need to forgive yourself on for kind of having those beliefs in general. I'm getting that when you were growing up as a person, you were kind of like conditioned in a certain way to be reactive, if you will, or responsive in a certain way with a certain area. You insert whatever you need to. But this is an area where you need to allow yourself to forgive yourself for making any kind of mistakes, any kind of like, you choose a route that you've gone down before, and you're like, why does it seem like that's oddly a very similar ending? Like, there is something about how if you have certain endings to things, like for instance, dating, you might be dating a certain type of person that just isn't for you anymore, and it's about learning how to find a new type of person that would work better for you because you are a different person. Your standard is different. Your value is different. What you need in a person is going to be different. So especially if it is coming from love, like that you're looking for, you have to look at yourself when it comes to love or anything in life. So if you want something different, for instance, money, you have to look at yourself in terms of money. You have to look at you with money, like replace the subject with you. And it's kind of like the more that you look at yourself, and this is going to be about like beliefs of money within you, right? So that would be what you would replace money with. Because there's something about allowing yourself to see more than what your physical eye can see into what your 3D eye can see. Your third chakra eye can see. Yeah. I'm getting that if you're able to allow yourself to not like logically think, you're able to allow your third eye to think a lot more clearly, because your like logical brain is kind of cluttering your third eye brain. We have the King of Wands in collab with the Two of Cups. And then underneath that, we have the Knight of Cups. And then below it, we have the Three of Cups in reverse. So this really is about allowing yourself to look at in the past, when it comes to things not working out or going your way. Sometimes I'm getting something about sometimes even from the very beginning. What exactly has led you to seeing the situation in that way? There's something about how you have been influenced by some type of motivational belief that you've been conditioned to see based off of getting a result that was not so friendly. That was like not so friendly. We have the King of Swords. Like, it was kind of like jarring. I'm getting like, whoa. Allowing yourself to just like really honestly end how you want to look at things as a way of appreciation. I'm getting, if you can look at things, if anything, allow yourself to build your character up, your authenticity up, yourself up. So in situations where before you're always like complaining and saying this and that, like looking at things in a less way, like in a pessimistic way, somehow finding a way where you can be like, okay, it was really hard to go through that, but I learned this about myself, which made me stronger in understanding myself in this certain way, or it opened me to wanting to try, like for instance, okay, I'll put in my personal story. I broke up with someone and I went to the gym and I was like aggressively working out. And let me tell you, it was fulfilling because I was putting the energy of the breakup into working out. So I look really great right now because I was like, there was a lot of pain. So I was using that pain as a way to motivate myself to work out. This is something that you can do with any type of situation that is really hard to go through. It might be a little bit, I don't know, even like the traumatic experiences can be ways that you can like come more together with yourself with love, instead of like putting all that pain on yourself and kind of like, instead of being your own friend, being your own enemy. There have been situations for myself where I have put the shame of the situation on myself, when it was more so, instead of putting shame on myself, I could put love and care on myself and learn how to release the shame and how to release the blame. Like there's something about blaming yourself, even if it was another person's wrongdoings, that the collective is learning how to release this way of dealing with these experiences that, maybe other people outside of you have done, and learning not to keep moving through life being attached to those past experiences. Really allowing yourself to empower yourself in the now with who you are, full of love. I'm getting something about love, like especially with the 4th chakra archangel Raphael. Love is something that can heal all wounds internally, no matter how traumatic it was on the outside. Like, oof, the 5 of Pentacles, there's nothing there. It just, I totally get it. Like, you can't even find happiness again because that part of you is so much in pain that you no longer can do anything about it. Like, you're so withered and kind of like feeling so lifeless, and you have no energy. The way to kind of revive is, this part of you is to release it. Like, I know that you might think you can't do anything, but the best thing that you can do if you feel like you can't do anything is just accept where you're at. Like, and then ask yourself, being honest and vulnerable, if there's no one else with yourself, and ask yourself, what am I feeling? And it might be something that could startle you, but it's the truth. And the truth is one way to find light and hope that there's a way out, of feeling this. Because this is a way where you're just depleting yourself based off of past memories. And you just haven't figured out how to get that hope revived again, but you will, because that hope is within you. You just have to be the one to kind of start the engine again, which isn't bad, but there's something about acceptance and then releasing and allowing yourself to just empower in your authenticity that truly can push you to do new things too. Which is like, I don't know. It gets to a point where if you do enough new things, doing new things won't be so scary. And then you do even more new things and you're like, whoa, wait, that wasn't so bad. So I'm gonna finish with these. and then I'm gonna end the video. Okay, so those are the cards. Hopefully it was within screen. I'm gonna read them like this, like face down. So this is going to be kind of like where we're at right now with the reading, the collective, and just kind of giving a little bit of a premonition of what is to come within the reachable amount of time of like future foretelling, because I can't really tell too far into the future since there's so many different avenues and opportunities that come, but there is a certain time length I can tap into. So we're gonna do that and see what happens. Always fun. So we're starting with the Ace of Wands. So there is, or excuse me, Ace of Swords. So there is some sort of beginning of inspiration within yourself. Within even, I'm getting your perspective of action that you're starting to realize is going to be very, very useful for you in future times to come. There's something about how right now it's kind of enough where you feel like something about you're not really bothered with what will come your way because you found, I don't know, one thing is like, I'm getting like you're going through kind of like a jungle, right? And you have something to cut things that get in your way. That's what I'm getting with this Ace of Swords. It's like something about removing obstacles. Okay. Then we have the 10 of Pentacles. So whatever it is, direction that you're going in, it is leading you to the 10 of Pentacles. So allowing yourself to continue to, I'm hearing, keep a revived state within you. So kind of like if there's any unnecessary energies you feel within you, continue to cut those away and continue to call back your authentic power, because there is something about you doing that process that helps you keep more of a, how would I put it, lighter sense of being when you go through the outside. So every time that you interact with the outside, make sure that you're interacting and then coming back to your place of being where you're like vulnerable and cleansing and then doing whatever you need to. I'm hearing doing something about cleansing more than anything as often as you can would be really useful. And then we have the Emperor. So this is about tuning into also more of the, I'm getting something about taking charge in areas of your life that you know you need to take charge in. Something about rigidity too. I'm getting like, it's more about being responsible right now for you, especially when you get to this point of feeling like you are, it's like your routine, your daily routine has become this kind of cleansing method and empowering method. It's kind of like you're now needing to understand the responsibility of this and how amazingly useful it is for you to keep up with that fertility and that prosperity of the 10 of Pentacles. Because once you realize what really the Ten of Pentacles is up for you, you're going to realize that it is worth dedicating to a point where you may you may get to a point where like your physical body is going to change, if you will. I don't know. And then we have Nine of Pentacles. I am getting that even the things that you didn't think were going to be so fruitful and abundant are going to be a lot more fruitful and abundant. Ooh, interesting. We have the Seven of Swords, and then we have the Hanged Man. Interesting. Okay. I want to get 2 cards. 2 more. One describing the Seven of Swords and one describing the Hanged Man. Seven of Swords, please. 10 of Swords. Okay. Interesting. And then the Hanged Man, please. The 10 of Wands. Interesting. Both 10s. Interesting. So this, I'm getting something about, this is you leveling up in your understanding of your in the involvement of what doesn't go right and how you're cutting off being influenced by it any longer. Like, it's kind of like temptation that has been coming up personally for myself, so I might as well mention it. But temptation and things that you desire, there's something about filtering and sorting so that you know what you truly desire and how that can actually help create your abundance a lot easier than you think it will. I'm getting. So anyway, that is the reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope that you have a great day. I hope that you stay warm if it is cold, and I hope you stay cool if it is hot. Yeah, see you later. Bye, everyone.